and you are now tuned in to Unapologetically Wealthy with Trinique B. Garrett. And we're going to get right into it because I've been waiting to start this channel, podcast, whatever, and I've tried to partner with a few people, but things just don't align. So ladies and gentlemen, when you have an inspired action on your heart to execute, to follow through with, stop waiting for someone to do it with you and just take that leap, take that step. And that's the start, that first step, right? So we are here. This is my first step in a direction to where I want people to really tap into my thoughts and my perspectives and how I roll. So the title, I know it's got your attention. Do not expect me to fuck with people that don't fuck with me. Listen. This message is overly due. Okay? Wealth requires boundaries, and when you understand that you are the wealth, that you are the money, and your time is expensive, and your energy and what you bring to the table and beyond is expensive, you have to move accordingly. Right? You're not trying to accept anyone because you accept yourself. You're not looking for the acceptance of someone outside of you. Right? You're not forcing any relationships, even if it was a relationship that you grew up with this person. Right? Y'all have known each other 20 plus years. Right? A lot of times we set certain standards in those relationships, and when we evolve, the new standard isn't clear. So this message is about making sure that your standards are clear as you evolve in those older relationships that you have, those relationships with history, right? Because sometimes your elevation, it kind of irritates those who only want to have this false identity of being above you, right? Because a person who truly wants the best for you and truly wants to see you on top, they're not doing any competing. Right? So if you're asking me to give grace to someone that isn't showing me any support, but they claim that they have love for me, that's not the type of love I accept. I like my flowers above ground, and the things that I'm doing in life require divine support, right? The things that I'm doing in life require support and not energies that want you to dilute your power or want you to seem smaller than what you really are, right? So let's get into it. Wealthy people protect their energy like it's their money, right? Because they know that their energy is the money, honey. So stop confusing access with entitlement, right? I don't owe you any access because of any history and history of disrespect, especially if in our history there's repeated disrespect. I don't owe you any access, right? So believe people the first time when they show you that they don't value or respect you. Believe them, because when you allow them in your energy, you are disrespecting yourself. Access to me is earned. It's not assumed. Right? Because there was a time in my life where the access was just given so freely. But when you know better, baby, you have to do better, and you have to steward that light. You have to steward that luminous light that God has given you, right? And only give it to those who respect it and who value it, right? We're not doing any dimming and diluting over here. It's about reciprocity. That is the standard. If you can't reciprocate what I bring, and I bring a lot, right? I bring truth. I bring loyalty, even behind your back, right? I bring divine support at the toughest times, okay? I am that. So it's no way that I'm going to accept someone telling me they support me, but within this 6-7 years that I've been building, you haven't shown any support towards my business. You haven't liked the business post. You haven't shared a business. You haven't referred a client, right? It's only cute to support me when it makes you look good. But when it's about really supporting and showing up for someone else's success, are you willing to do that? Because if you're not, then don't expect for me to fuck with people that don't fuck with me. Right? So, yeah, I'm no longer making emotional investments that consistently produce losses. Right? When you continue to emotionally invest in people that aren't willing to reciprocate what you bring in that relationship, you are taking a loss. They are draining you for your goodness. So protect your peace. That's not being petty. Some people may call your boundaries arrogance because they benefited when you lacked no boundaries. Right? When you was everywhere doing everything for everyone, depleted, they was okay with that. But now that you are illuminating this earth, there's an issue about any boundary you set, but that's okay. That is okay. Your standards will offend people who expected unlimited access to the version of you that no longer exists. You are a new creature. Set those boundaries, set that tone, set that new standard. You can wish people well from a distance, right? Being unapologetically wealthy isn't about money. It's about having standards so high, so high that your peace, purpose, and future become non negotiable. If that means I don't fool with people who don't fool with me, I'm perfectly okay with that. Let's elevate. Let's continue to evolve unapologetically.